You mentioned next week Aintree, bigger fish to fry if you like. Handstand, is he the one horse you're thinking about first?
I think he comes at the top of the list at the moment. He's done nothing wrong all season really, and I can't wait to see him there. We left Cheltenham out on purpose, and we come to Aintree as a fresh horse, and I'd expect him on his home form to be as good as ever.
He's just so tough and genuine, isn't he?
He's a very nice horse, yeah. He's got a lot more speed than people give him credit for. I know it was on soft ground, but he beat the event. He's beaten the Arkle winner over probably the trip that the Arkle winner wants. Yeah. You'd probably say he's a 2.5 miler, and it was a proper ding dong from the back of second last, and I'd say he's very decent.
Shakem Up'arry?
Yeah, he goes probably for the 3 mile handicap chase on the Saturday or the Topham. Right. I was delighted with his run at Cheltenham. He just, on that ground, didn't have the gears. He was bang there 2 out and just didn't have the gears, but he's in good form. Mambonumberfive is a horse that's, he came from France. We're really looking forward to him. He was always going to be a sort of second, he was never going to be a 4-year-old. Yeah. Did everything wrong at Cheltenham. He did everything right at Kempton when we weren't I was just trying to finish.
Yeah, to settle.
Yeah, it wasn't. We didn't go to the Adonis expecting to win. We just hoped he'd run a nice race and finish well. And he found himself in amongst it, turning for home, and got there quite easily. He's come out of it incredibly well. He seems very, very, very well at home. I'm really sweet on him.
He might just be a horse for next year, whatever happens. 100%. Getting from France,
but I didn't think I'd be here talking about him in my eyes, having won the Adonis, looking at the anniversary as a genuine. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a lot of the Cheltenham horses are going to reoppose. East India, Dock and Lalumba. Again, we all know how hard it is to go from Cheltenham to Aintree. They're only juveniles, so going there fresh should give us a bit of an opportunity to get involved, because I think we're definitely a horse for next year.
It should be run to suit a good gallop on a flat track where you can switch off and relax.
We can ride him just the same. We don't need to get involved early doors, and if he comes there, he comes there.
Anything for the Aintree bumper?
We've got our boy Stan, that was second in a listed bumper at New Year's Day. First run, green as grass, flew up the home straight, up the hill, ran very well, and then went to Kempton, which wouldn't have been his track, and beat, I think, a nice horse in Moneygarrow of Dan's. And I wasn't necessarily thinking he would be the right horse for this, because he's only 4. He's a half-brother to Go Dante, and he's just a nice horse, so he's on the team sheet at the moment. And a nice filly mare called Betty's Daisy, who won what I thought looked a substandard Warwick bumper, but she won it in a good time by 10, 12 lengths or whatever it was, and she takes her chance as well. And we've got a few handicappers in and around there. Bad might go for the Topham.
How will he like that? Have you asked him?
I haven't asked him.
In the form of his life.
He really is, and he's come out of Kempton in seriously good order, and trying to get hold of his owner, who's here, there and everywhere around the world at the moment. But we'll get a handle of what he wants to do. Yeah. If we don't go there, he could go to Aintree. Maybe go to Punchestown. So we'll see. It would be an interesting shout to put Bad over an Aintree fence. Yeah. I mean, he's only 15.3 at a push.
Tiger Roll wasn't that big.
Exactly, and it's just about, we know these fences don't take the jumping they used to take. It's whether or not he tries to jump them. Yeah. Because if he tries to jump them properly, he's going to come unstuck, isn't he? Because he's not big enough to do that. So he'd have to take the top 6 inches with him. But if he did that, he'd be very well. He's going the right way.
If any horse can work it out, Bad will work it out.
I'd say he's got more up his sleeve than we let. You know, I'm delighted to see him go in the last twice, because I've always believed in the horse, and he's found every excuse in the book to get out of it. The blinkers seem to have concentrated his mind, and he hasn't had it all his own way. It's not like he's led pillar to post, and you know, he's toughed it, especially last time he toughed that out. I mean, don't get me wrong, he winged the last, which helped us, but he's a different horse now than he was 6 months ago. Yeah,
good stuff. It sounds like exciting. Tim, we wish you well today and next week.
Top man, thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.